Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi attended an iftar at House of the Family in Cairo on Saturday. After iftar, President al-Sisi addressed the attendants, stressing that the gathering was a show of the Egyptian culture and entity, which the country has been trying to preserve and maintain. Nile TV's correspondent Linda Abdel Latif attended the iftar and filed in the following report.
شكرا جزيلا.
In a lively family-like atmosphere, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi witnessed the breakfast ceremony of the Egyptian family. During the ceremony, President al-Sisi greeted the attendees and all Egyptians on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan, stressing his keenness on organizing the Egyptian family breakfast every Ramadan to maintain the concept of the Egyptian family, which holds a lot of noble meanings. President al-Sisi also stressed the necessity to take advantage of those blessed days in order to strengthen our identity. During the ceremony, the president also referred to the accomplishments that have been achieved in the past 2 years, emphasizing that those achievements have been implemented with the contribution of the Egyptians, adding that there are other projects that are currently under implementation. President al-Sisi also spoke about the achievements that have been reached concerning regaining security and combating terrorism. The ceremony was attended by Prime Minister Engineer Sharif Ismail, as well as a number of ministers, members of parliament, members of the presidency specialized councils, besides the families of the martyrs of the armed forces and the police, public figures, as well as representatives of different governorates representing all sectors of the society. The president always surprises us, and I'm very happy to attend this breakfast with him and see all those people invited. I'm very proud of our president, our armed forces, our police, and our nation.
It's my pleasure to be invited to this breakfast and to be invited here and to be seated in the main table beside the president. So it's a pleasure for me, and hopefully he's gonna keep doing a good results. I'm looking forward to make this continue and make always Egypt proud of us.
And in his final note, the president reassured Egyptians on the future of the country, stressing the importance of solidarity to achieve comprehensive development and economic advancement. Linda Abdel Latif, Nile TV International.
Meanwhile, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting with Prime Minister Sharif Ismail, Minister of Agriculture Dr. Osam Fayed, and Minister of Irrigation Dr. Muhammad Abdel Ati. During the meeting, the Minister of Irrigation reviewed the latest developments in the ongoing negotiations regarding the Ethiopian Dam. He noted that Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia have agreed on the conditions, references, and the framework of the advisory offices conducting the dam studies. He said that this included the rules of the first phase of water storage, operations and administration of the Ethiopian Dam, which come in coordination with other dams in Sudan and Egypt, not to harm any country. President al-Sisi has asserted that Egypt supports the Ethiopian population right in development, but stressed that this should not come on the right of the Egyptians in life, as the Nile is considered the main and only resource of water in Egypt. The president also said that the negotiations should be conducted in a positive atmosphere. During the meeting, Dr. Abdel Ati reviewed the ministry's efforts to dig wells to provide needed water to cultivate the 1.5 million Fiddan project. Arab League Secretary General Dr. Nabil Al-Arabi conveyed the Arab government's rejection to a proposal by the Western European Group at the UN nominating Israel as head of the 6th Anti-Terrorism Legal Committee. Al-Arabi conveyed the Arab countries' position in messages handed to the representatives and ambassadors of the Western European countries at the Arab League headquarters in Cairo on Sunday. More details with Nile TV's correspondent Nada Brahim.
As everyone knows, the question of Palestine is paramount in the League of Arab States. And we had a meeting in Paris on the 3rd of this month, which was important. It did not achieve any concrete results, but at least almost 30 countries spoke about the need to end occupation, about the need to realize the two-state solution. We wanted more. We wanted to have a mechanism for implementation. We wanted to have a time frame. We didn't get that, but it's not excluded yet, because there will be other meetings. The special representative of the French government is coming 15th and 16th. He will be here in Cairo. I'm meeting him myself on the 16th to see what other steps France have in mind. It all started with the French, who thought that there was no attempts to get the ball rolling, as they say, and to make sure that there will be end to this occupation and peace could prevail in the Middle East as a whole. So we are still hoping that the ball started rolling and we can see something coming out of that. At the same time, it was brought to our attention as of late that the election for committees in the General Assembly of the United Nations will take place soon, and that Israel is a candidate to become the chairman of the sixth, which is the legal committee in the United Nations, which from our point of view is more than absurd. A country which is known for not carrying out any resolution of the United Nations, of acting in contrary to all international treaties and agreements, is taking every day many illegal actions, whether by building settlements or arresting people of all ages, men, women, and children, cannot be the head of the legal committee of the General Assembly of the United Nations. So I brought this matter to the attention of the Western European and others, because elections in the United Nations happens according to geographical distribution. So Israel does not have a regional group. It's not part of Africa, of course. It's not part of Asia. It's not part of Europe. However, as of late, some years back, it managed to get into what is called Western European and others, which are the Western European countries, plus some countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand. So Israel is one of those now. They have accepted that, but that does not mean that Israel is qualified to share a legal committee in the United Nations.
Iraqi troops advanced against Daesh south of Mosul on Sunday as the U.S.-led coalition intensifies its campaign against the militants on multiple fronts.